even after studying very hard for the exams, you tend to get very less marks or comparatively less marks than your batchmates and friends who have started studying a couple of days back. So what makes a difference in the answer sheet of a person who has studied very hard but is not aware of the ultimate golden rules for the answer sheet presentation, and the one who is aware of it? So hello everyone, myself Rehan Khan, a final year medico in a government medical college in Karnataka. So in today's video, I'll be eliciting some very important points which you should keep a note in your mind while presenting your paper in the exam. Number one, first impression is the last impression. While opening the answer sheet, the examiner will frame an opinion about you after seeing your paper at the very moment. So if you have presented it in a very nice way, in a very nice manner, everything is very structured and in a proper format, he'll frame a very good opinion for you and will provide you with the same good marks. So the first point is your first impression should be very structured and in a very clean presentation manner. Number two, write what you know. Many of us have the habit of doing that. In spite of not knowing anything, we'll just scribble the major questions or the important questions in the first, rather than doing the questions which we are aware and which we know very well in the first month. So eat the biggest frog first. So hit the most important question which you are aware in the very first. So while presenting that question, you should be very confident that I know everything and I have done it very nicely. Number two, plan your answer sheet. So what I mean by planning, see, let us say we'll talk about something called as anemia in second year path paper. Well, anemia, the examiner expects you that you write the definition first, then the classification on the class and the different morphological classification and the different classifications of the anemia, then the pathological findings, and what are the different manifestations of the anemia. In spite of doing these things, you just start writing everything in the paragraph and the examiner has to struggle finding the important points, then I bet you will definitely lose marks. So we should not make the examiner search for the answers. Second point, what was first? First impression was the last impression. And number two, don't make examiner search for the answers in the sheet. Number three, if you have written something that you know that many of the students might have missed it, then please make a proper box or a cloud, anything you want, so that it will highlight your part from the rest of the paper. For example, if you have written something about, again example, anemia, and you know something very different like the pathological findings, like the different types of the cell, please make a cloud or the box over that, so that examiner will look at that definitely and will judge, okay, if he knows this part, he might be knowing the rest of it. Rather, even if you have missed the major things, he'll judge you that okay, he is aware of the points. So what I have told till now, number one, first impression is the last impression. Second, don't make examiner search for your answers. And number three, highlight or draw or make boxes on the very important part of the papers. Number four, draw the flowcharts. When it comes to path or the physiology, you will definitely agree with me that everything can be summarized in flowchart format, be it optic pathways, be it auditory pathways, and be it the pathophysiology or the etiopathogenesis, you can summarize it in the flowchart format. What these flowchart will do, they will help you fill the pages. And for university exams, specifically in MBBS, it is very important to fill the pages. Those who have passed their first year, they might be feeling with it, yeah, it is very right, we need to fill the pages. Very important factor which we need to keep in mind, that the pages need to be filled. So if you have not studied, so how you'll do it? Here is the answer. Just draw the flowchart, be it path, be it pharma, because in pharma also we have the mechanism of action of drugs. So yeah, we have another option of making the flowchart. In ANAT you might have difficulties, so for ANAT we have the diagrams. So number four, draw the diagrams and the flowcharts. And lastly, the most important part is time management. What we do is, let us say our long question, we might be knowing it, we'll spend 45 to 50 minutes writing the answer about a long question which will fetch maximum 7 to 8 marks. This is the tendency of the examiner. He'll not give you more than 8 marks in the long question, but the questions like 5 markers and 3 markers, in which you can easily get 2.45, 2.75, 2.5 out of 3, or 4 or a 4.5 out of 5. We tend to miss those questions just because we have studied about the 10 markers. Please don't do this mistake. Manage your time in a very proper format, that you have to engage your time for long answers, for 5 marks and for 3 marks question, and you'll spare last 10 to 20 minutes for reviewing everything. Trust me, if you follow these 5 steps, you'll just rock your exam in the paper presentation. So lastly, I'll summarize everything for you. Number 1, first impression is the last impression. Number 2, don't make examiner search for the answers. Number 3, highlight or the make boxes or make clouds on the very important part of the paper. Number 4, draw flowcharts or the diagrams as possible. And number 5, time management. If you follow these 5 guidelines, or these 5 things you apply in your paper, trust me, you'll ace it definitely. So we have come to the end of this video, and if you are liking this channel, do subscribe it and share it with all your friends.